No filters, no spotlight, no single face behind the mic. We are the Anonymous and this is TechyTalk 2.0. Let's begin.
Trends, they are everywhere. But here's the question. Is the trend using you? Or are you using the trend? Welcome to the CMC Anonymous TechyTalk podcast. In this episode, we're tackling the hottest, most chaotic social media trends from viral nonsense to cultural pressure. Before we dive in, I'm your host. You can call me Rain, and let's make sure everyone knows who's talking.
What's up, TechyTalkers? I'm Nabel. Actually, it's my first time doing a podcast. I love listening to them, but never in my life did I imagine being in one. It's so exciting.
Hello, TechyTalkers. I'm Basim, and just like Mr. Nabil, it is also my first time. So I hope you all learned something great from our trendy talks today.
And lastly, Saima here, ready to talk about what's actually trending, and I am sure everyone can relate.
Fantastic energy, team! So now let's talk about dominance. What platform is absolutely consuming us right now?
That has to be TikTok. From a purely data standpoint, nothing competes within its reach. Like, they can turn a random song or a weird dance into a global phenomenon in just 48 hours. But let's be real, the emotional toll is very huge.
It really is. The biggest thing for me is the pressure of following trends. Like, you watch those hyper-edited videos and you think, wow, they look amazing. They are so productive. Then you look at your own life and feel a huge pressure to conform.
Exactly, Nabil. It's not just about simple aesthetics anymore. It's about unrealistic lifestyle checks. We're comparing our raw, unedited lives to their hyper-filtered daily routines. The trends have become a status symbol.
That's a brilliant distinction, Saima. Status symbols. So let's break down that pressure. Basim, you mentioned about emotional toll. Now, where does that pressure to perform come from?
So, psychologically, it comes from two things. The first one is the social comparison theory, where we humans are hardwired to compare ourselves. So, TikTok gives us a billions of filtered, perfect highlight reels to compare against. So, TikTok is like a non-stop, unfair comparison engine. The second one is the dopamine loop. The dopamine loop, every like, every view is a shot of validation. So the pressure to conform is just the pressure to earn that next dose of dopamine.
That makes total sense. The pressure to be seen is huge. You feel like if you don't participate in the viral trend, then you feel like you literally don't exist in the social trends. You have this constant feeling of FOMO, or the fear of missing out on the acceptance and recognition everyone else is getting.
Oh,
Yes.
just to make sure everyone listening catches that, FOMO or fear of missing out is that feeling where you worry about how everyone else is achieving more than you are.
Exactly.
It's that constant stress of stressing out how you are being left behind. Got it?
And actually, that ties back to the status symbols. If you don't have the trending items, a specific hijab color, or a trending tumbler, you feel excluded. The trends have made belonging transactional actually. You buy the items, you get the likes, the validation. It's a temporary fix.
Belonging is transactional, guys. That is an extremely powerful statement. It implies that these trends actually is doing more than just entertaining us. They are fundamentally changing how we value ourselves. Now, here's the question. How do we identify, or how do you guys identify when a trend or a certain post is leading to genuine connection or versus just feeding that validation loop?
Oh, I think the key is to analyze the feeling after you engage. Genuine connection is after you engage with a content and and afterward you feel motivated, inspired, supported, or like you learn something new that will broaden your perspective.
And the validation loop is the opposite. After you post something or scroll for too long, you feel empty, anxious, or worse about your own life. You are seeking a approval for your curated image, and that kind of validation always runs out. It's a temporary high that always leads to a crash. Yes.
And for me, that has to be like we need to be intentional about switching from passive consumption to active engagement. So, scrolling passively through 100 perfect lives is where the comparison trap starts. So, active engagement means logging on with a specific purpose. So, like checking on a long distance relative to share a specific piece of your life and to share I mean to or to find a resource. So if you log on with a purpose, you're less likely to fall into that what they call algorithmic uh, rabbit hole of comparison and status seeking.
Right. That's a brilliant, actionable distinction. Log on with purpose. Basim, Nabil, and Saima, thank you for breaking this cycle of performance and pressure. Now, this conversation is essential rather for finding balance in our digital lives. Now, let's get real about this. We all scroll, right? So, what are the simplest trends we see on social media, on all these platforms, on all these online places that makes us feel like if we don't join in, I am not doing life right?
For me, it's the pressure to be unfiltered. Not the literally unedited kind, but the trends where everyone claims to be showing their real life and authenticity, often sharing emotional or personal struggles. Suddenly, if your posts are only about good times, you feel fake or you are not genuine enough for the internet.
And the hook that works so well across this platform is the constant hustle. The famous wake up at 5 a.m., do 5 tasks before work, and become a millionaire post. So this trend makes you feel like you are lazy or failing if you don't monetize every single hobby or commit to a relentless 24/7 grind.
Exactly.
And the real pleasure is not the productivity. It's the digital praise you get after sharing your exhausting schedule to your feed. It turns rest and balance into a sign of weakness.
Actually. So personally, I see the biggest trap in the aesthetic identity trend or the vibe culture. Like it forces you to categorize your entire life into a perfect genre, like the cottage core, dark academia, or the clean girl, and so on. So uh, the focus goes from actually having complex interest to making sure your clothes, your hobbies, and even your thoughts are consistent enough to fit a possible brand. So the pressure here is that if you don't curate your life into a coherent, shareable aesthetic and put it online, like did you even live a life with personality?
My God, that question really hits me. Looking back, I also doubt whenever I get to be myself or be the version of me online. So for me, it's something that's very personal, the question itself, right? Okay, so now that we have identified the enemy, what do you think are the most powerful steps we can take today and our, of course, our listeners and viewers out there that they can take to break this cycle? Basim?
So my first step is about protecting our mental space. Like, let's cure our feeds ruthlessly. If an account consistently makes us feel bad, like I'm not doing enough or I'm not rich enough, then we have to unfollow. Don't just ignore it. Mute it, unfollow, or mark not interested every single time. So You need to be the boss of your screen. You need to be the boss of your page.
My advice is to address the quick fix need for likes, like set strict time limits because the platform wants you scrolling for hours. You have to fight
Yes.
back. Don't just turn off your phone, put it in a different room. Break that physical connection.
Right.
And my final tip is always fight the urge to post everything. It's about protecting your presence. Put your phone away, especially when you are with your family, when you are eating, or even you are working with a hobby. Remember that, or prove to yourself that your life is worthy than the internet.
Right. I felt that because me personally, I like putting my phone away is hard enough. Without seeing my phone, I feel like something's missing, something's wrong, and
Same.
something's not
Mm,
feeling right.
actually, same.
Those are strong actions indeed. Those are indeed strong actions. But let's be real. This pressure has a cost. Nabil, from your perspective, what is the biggest mental health toll of trying to keep up with these trends and all?
For me, the toll is constant anxiety and emotional burnout. You never get to rest because you're always thinking about the next thing you have to post, the next thing you have to buy. You lose yourself. When you feel this kind of exhaustion, you need to remember our cultural strength, the kwentuhan or talk to a friend. You bring the stress of the digital world back to the comfort of the real world.
Right. And that brings us to the end of our talk. Today, we asked, why do we follow trends? And how do these trends shape us? What we've learned is that our desire to connect is what drives us into trends, but our need for authenticity is what ultimately drives us out of them. The key is to be an active participant in your life, not a consumer of the culture around you. So the next time you see a new aesthetic, new purchase, or even a new way of being, remember to ask the most crucial question to yourself. Is this for me? Or is this just for the feed? Saima, Nabil, and Basim, thank you so much for helping us decode the psychology of trends and the power of conscious choice. Thank you for tuning in. This has been CMC Anonymous. Until next time, remember,
Authenticity
authenticity
is
is
the
the
only
only
trend
trend
that
that
never
never
goes
goes
out
out
of
of
style.
style. Take care.